What's up, y'all? We live again, back after the 1 week hiatus, I guess you can say, Red.
Yeah, the turkey god, I guess, went and killed a bunch of turkeys, and now we're back at it.
We got the turkeys out the way for at least that little bit of turkeys. But
And we got all kind of guests and all kind of racing coming up, don't we?
yeah, man, we got a couple weeks full of racing here. Got some guests from the tracks, supporters, and all on here, trying to get them some looks and likes, and we're going racing this weekend. Let's kick it off.
That's right.
And,
we got a special guest that we didn't say was coming on.
I ain't lying. This is a surprise guest. A good one, too. He ought to be a good one. He probably can tell some good stories, you reckon?
He's always exciting.
Yes, man. It's what Mr. Hurlong. But yeah, we got Palmetto this weekend, and the next weekend it's a Thunder Alley and the shootout at Cobbtown, our next points race. And then we'll finish this 3-week hiatus with a Branchville on the 10th. So
here's another one. Right after
another one.
You got Orangeburg right
Orangeburg, yeah, I forgot.
Man, you gotta keep to back.
You better get them in if it's the mud racing time. If you want to race, there's a lot of them going on, brother. A lot of them going on.
That's right.
We're getting ready.
Straight line, mud hole, horseshoe racing, everything coming your way.
A little bit of everything everybody likes over the next month, I guess you can say. Y'all been you've been doing some testing, eh, Red? Get that thing dialed in. I hear.
We were trying. I don't think it's a 6-cylinder anymore.
I heard. I saw. I didn't hear nothing bad or nothing negative or good. I don't know. I didn't hear much. Made a good pass. I heard you took the guardrail out.
I tried to take the guardrail out.
I did hear that. I heard that.
We'll keep that under wraps, though, right? Well, stuff happens. Check your steering wheel.
Yeah, right? You got to make sure that thing's on there, good and tight and snug. We made some test passes Monday too, and it wasn't good.
Oh no!
So we wrenching on it right now to be ready, but
trying other things.
Well, I don't know. Shit just breaks. It's just sitting in the shop.
You always got to try different stuff.
I think we got a gremlin in the shop. It breaks stuff just sitting in the shop. I don't know how. I don't know. Stuff just tears up. But we get on here. We got some guests. We got one, but two guests on here tonight. Supposed to be Gavin, supposed to be coming, and Dave, Mr. Renfro, supposed to be on here in a little bit. We waiting on them, but without further ado, we got some Matt Bonnet and Mr. Taylor. How about it? What's going on, fellas?
Green freaking Taylor. Get it right.
Y'all. Freaking Taylor.
I had to coax him into going on. He said he didn't have much to talk about. I didn't know what to say. I got for radio.
We're all about the same way there.
Oh yeah, man. We have him bring him out of shell. Look at the man has arrived, y'all.
You don't say much. He kind of shot and he gets to know.
How about it, Mr. Renfro? The voice, he says.
Happening, guys. Dave? I hope y'all's Wednesday is going well.
Yes, sir. We hope.
I'm sure. All right, Rhett. Just to show some appreciation by having me on the show.
That's awesome.
Thought I'd represent a little bit there.
So what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Y'all getting everything ready for weekend after next? I reckon you could say.
Yeah, man. It's all going well. Put a little bit more earth in the pits, make a little bit more mud. Buddy Driggers used to say, mud sells. So, and I believe that. So we're going, it's going to be a salute to the the backbone of the sport.
Yeah,
that's where we all started.
Okay. All right. My screen.
So,
okay.
Put a little bit more mud in the pits, do a little bit of mud racing, and we're going to do some side-by-side racing and some Jimmy Jones Polaris sponsored side-by-side racing, and maybe do a little bit of
going on with y'all systems. Everybody, Dave's popping out too. He's back. It might be on my end. Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's on your end. I'm not showing anything popping out.
Yep, I can hear Dave.
But it's
I
going
can
to be
hear
good.
It all.
It's going to be good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we got everybody. They can do this. It's good. We can hear you, see you. Everybody's talking and moving. So.
Yep.
Okay.
So did you get the turkeys that you wanted?
I guess we talked Thunder Alley for a little bit. We got
yeah,
but 2nd, 3rd of May, and gonna go back and do some straight line. It's been a while since we did straight line. You know, we done kind of horseshoe.
He went away.
And right now we've got it dug
But
up.
the pits look good. They really do.
The rain that's coming through.
Took a lot of the clay from the hills that we utilized
we'll
for
just
the
flood pits
for the big race.
Truck, and then we'll go to flipping it with the
back
hoe
in the pit.
and
So it looked good.
make a good mold.
Yeah. Yep. I think we lost you there for a minute, Matt. You and Davis.
I can see me and I can hear me and I see y'all. I mean, it must be maybe it's a branchful thing. I don't know.
It must be Matt. I can see all y'all. I can hear all y'all.
I can hear Dave, and then I can hear Matt, and then Dave's back. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Matt keeps freezing up and blanking out on the live too. I'm watching the live over here, so
I was trying to pull the live up in the world. I didn't see it. So did you get your turkey?
I mean, that's why it's live, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I need to invest in something different, Red. I don't know, man. Might need to upgrade. It's 2025. We'll see. I got to work on that. I'd assume.
My face is
moving good. Everybody's moving. Me and Red don't have no problem. Ours is fine.
Where am I moving around?
We can see and we can hear you. But yeah, man, it's gonna be some good back to straight line, Matt. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be side by side. That's gonna be single, or how's it?
Probably single. We made
it'll be single.
We like to do some.
We'll do it just like we did
some side by
back
side.
in the day at Thunder Valley.
Every time I see y'all laugh, I get a sneaking suspicion something is going on y'all's end. Because
but y'all can't hear each other. I don't think each other, but y'all are both working on my screen.
I'm blessed because I don't even see his ugly self.
Yeah, I can see it here. All y'all keep talking over each other. I guess y'all can't hear each other. I don't know.
I heard him real quick, and then he went away.
That's so weird.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. It ain't no telling. It's probably my size. Me and Rhett's fine. We good, man. We live. We doing.
Go for it, Dave. We can hear and see you. I don't know what's happening.
I don't either, man.
Red, I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
There you go. I mean, it's working on our end. I don't know what y'all got going on something here.
So I put a bunch of holes and mix it back up with some nice clay in there.
It's gonna be a good mud hole, he's saying. How deep, Dave? Can you hear us, Dave?
That's a Matt question.
All the way to the bottom, Wayne says.
I'm just glad we got Wayne in front of a camera and he's not running.
Can't do it from my phone.
Well,
that might be what it is, man.
Start working. Right?
I'm on a computer. I'm on a laptop.
Well, you fine now. It's working now. It's good. That might be Wayne Taylor. He got so many clicks on that thing for him being famous like he is. It's freaking blanking everything out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
kicking us off.
It seems like it's working when it's working when it's just me and you, or me and you and Red. We might be overloading it.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Just keep. But you say it's gonna be back. Y'all put some more clay in it. It's gonna be some good deep mud balling. I hope.
Yeah. So we're probably.
Yep.
Everybody pulling the cable. You'll make a pass in each.
We actually maybe doing some mud racing for the
So you make
for the side by sides on Friday
combined
night.
times, or either
Folks said they
if
wanted to
everybody
do
gets stuck
some
in
mud
some
racing
distance,
instead
you
of
know.
just side by side racing.
Then Friday night we're running a consistency class on the flat track, and also side by side in the mud hole is what we're gonna do. See how far they can get. You know, we've gone round and round. We've done a little core stuff with them. So now this time we're gonna put everybody in the mud hole. So that's Friday night, and then Saturday we'll start off with 0 to 36, and then we go 0 to 39.5, and then 0 to 44. You know, just the normal classes. We laughing again.
Somebody must be listening to it. It's feeding back over.
Feeding back, yeah. We can hear you good though, man.
Dave's.
Yeah, we can hear you good. Might be Dave. Oh, they went Matt. I don't know why they kicked off. You live, David. You got a good, pretty picture, David. Come on.
Now, see that's something you'll never say to Matt Bonnet. You'll never say he'll never have a good, pretty picture. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
That's cool. But, so Friday, y'all are gonna have. You said the street class in side by sides. Is that what he said?
Actually, it'll be side by sides and let me see. Well, we're gonna have some side by side. Maybe doing some. We're gonna consistency class, and we may be doing some breakout racing as well. And if you win the consistency class, and then you win your class on Saturday, there's a $500 bonus up for you.
That's what it is. I think it's too many people. I don't know.
We can see
y'all had 4 people before.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's working halfway. It's only kicking y'all 2 around, so I don't know.
Let me jump off and keep going. I'm gonna watch it and see what happens. Y'all keep rolling.
All right, you can kick back on. Don't leave me, man. Let's go. But hey, look at there, live action. What can you say when you do stuff live with rednecks and computers, man? It happens. It happens.
There's a whole lot of things that happen wrong.
It ain't like a
Dave. Let's
this thing ain't
start over, Dave. Tell them what we do.
No, I was gonna let you go ahead and go.
Hell, I don't know where.
Go ahead. We got it. Go ahead. Run with it. Let's go. Run.
Shut up. So Friday night consistency, side by sides in the mud hole. If we got time, we'll do a breakout class. After that, we'll take the most consistent. You know, the average of what we think is the best number of trucks that can get into a breakout class, and do that. It'll be a side pot based off whoever wants to enter into it. Consistency is a $50 entry, 100% payback. Side by side, 50%, a $50 entry, 100% payback. Breakout will be the same way, and then Saturday is 0 to 36. 0 to 39.5, 0 to 44. And then V-tread. If we look, depending on how many megas or 1 tons we show up, we'll probably put all into one V-tread class because we just don't know what's going to show. So each class will pay out $750 plus the entry fees go back on top of that. We also run street class as well, and there'll be a purse for that. As soon as I know what it is, I'll put it out there. I'm trying to work numbers now to get that figured out as well. Yeah, there's a 10 truck minimum for a full purse on every class. If it's not 10 trucks, then you would pay 90% of the $750 or 80% of the $750. You know, if there's 8 trucks or 9 trucks or 5 trucks, it'd be, 50%, right? So I don't go back and just make it 100% payback whenever if you don't have 10 trucks. So then we got trophies for all the normal classes, not for consistency or the side by side, but the street through V-tread we have trophies for those. Thanks to Mike Signs in Orangeburg. Mike Holbert and those guys help us out with those. Jimmy Jones, Polaris help sponsoring the side-by-side race as always. Man, what else? Dave. I know I'm missing something. Oh, gate fees. Let's talk gate fees. So we're $40 on the weekend. $20 for Friday, $30 for Saturday. Is that right, Dave?
Yep.
Okay. And then $50 trackside parking. So, and then there are some of those left over. So there is a link on the last video we did. If somebody wants to go on that link, click, find the green dot, hit select purchase or whatever it says, hit the green dot, and that pulls up an aerial view of the track. You find that green dot, you click on it, and it'll prompt you through to go to checkout. So,
and camping,
pretty much in a nutshell,
and everything.
Yep. There are camping spots. If you want one of those, you have to call the Masters Motorplex or just message them on their Facebook Messenger. 30 amp and 50 amp. I think they're 45 for the 30 amp and 55 a night for the 50 amp. And if you primitive camp, since they have bathrooms and showers and all that kind of stuff, there's a $10 fee for that just to help them pay for the, the bills that come along with having that, So side-by-sides, golf carts, all that stuff is welcome. They have a membership deal out there at that track as big as a property with the trails and all that kind of stuff. So it is $10 a side-by-side. You could buy that for the year for $30 or per event is $10. So there are some extra fees with the Masters, but as big as the property and as much stuff as you can do out there with riding the trails and all that kind of stuff, it's not just a fee that's going towards nothing. It's a fee that's helping them keep up the property and maintenance and maintaining and all that kind of stuff as well.
And there's more in the work.
And then some of it's the insurance issue is on that end of it. So it's not we're not the only part with that much acreage that allows the riding and that kind of stuff to do that membership deal. I have learned that over the last year or so. There's other parks that do that. So I know it's not a norm of what we normally do when we go to other tracks like your track, BT or Gavin or Blaine or Tweety or whatever. But with that, 700 acres out there, so, and they do the same thing every other weekend with motorcycles and side-by-sides and that kind of thing. So we are looking, I will say this, and I've talked to Stephanie at the track a little bit, but we are trying to figure out how to do some, I don't want to say bounty hole or core stuff with some side-by-sides, but there's a piece of property that she's looking to do something else with. So you got some ideas and you got some side-by-sides, and we can make something for y'all that you can do every weekend, not just something that's during a mud race. So I'll put that out there right now. Just the more feedback that we can get on that, the better that I can go to her with and say, hey, I got 20 people, I got 100 people, whatever, that would love to have this out here. We invest the money and the time of doing it and building it for that, So, because they got 4 motocross tracks out there, all the trails, they got mud bog. And if we can do this, and that's just something else for people to come out there and enjoy, right? So that's that part of it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's side by side. That's getting big. Everybody and their brothers got them things riding all weekend, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, you go pay a couple $100 a month for something to go out there and beat the tar out of it. You can buy parts for it. It's a whole lot cheaper than building trucks. I feel like sometimes, but so I don't think to me it's not as fun. But
that's expensive, bro. Them things they hire mud trucks. To be honest with you, they hire.
Oh yeah. Go buy a brand new 1000.
I'll buy a new truck with air conditioning in
it. Right.
For that.
Right.
No joke.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Y'all coming racing this weekend? Taylor, Wayne, you coming?
No, I think I'm going to Sumter.
Yeah, I think we're going
Sumter.
to. Yeah, we're going to the dirt track in Sumter to watch.
okay.
They got what are they? Outlaw
Outlaws.
Wing. Yeah, Outlaw
Okay, that'd
Wing
be a good
sprint
time.
cars. Yeah,
That's on dirt track.
So we could go in there and watch that. Dirt track, 3/8 mile.
Damn, that
Yeah,
sounds like fun.
they running all classes. They running late model. We got a buddy of ours that drives a late model car, so we could go watch him
Okay.
and do that this weekend. So
Heck,
heck,
yeah,
I
ain't wrong
haven't
with that,
touched
man.
my truck other than I fixed the wheel on the back, but my truck's still dirty from my last race. I ain't had time to really mess with it hardly. So I don't even know if I'll have it at my race. I hate to say that, but just so much going on.
That's usually how it goes, man. That's like I was telling Rip, ours breaks in the shop. We crank it up and something broke. We ain't even moved the dang thing.
Right.
Freaking,
Right.
I guess gremlins or something. So
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah. So
But,
we gotta.
I
Ooh, hold on a minute. Let me go grab something. I meant to grab it before I came in here.
He must have got something
Here
special.
he goes.
But
So
Dave,
did you
yeah,
get the turkey?
I did,
the
man.
turkey you were talking about?
I went to kill a Miriam and a Rio, and I killed both of them. And my daughter killed her first Miriam, so we did good. Now I'm trying to get my wife to let me go to New Mexico to kill a ghouls. So
Kill a what?
A ghouls turkey. It's the same thing. He's got a little more white on him, different breed. Try to get my royal slam. So that's just a.
I saw one of them today. Some fellows from Orangeburg went out there to New Mexico and killed a couple of them.
That must have been the
They posted them on Facebook.
Yep.
Correct.
It was. I mean,
you saw that. As a
matter of fact, yeah. It's closer for us to drive from here to New Mexico than it was from here to where we stayed at Nebraska.
Really?
Jeez.
Don't let nobody fool you. It's 12 hours drive across Nebraska.
Right.
That's a big old state. And the whole damn thing's fenced in. All Nebraska's barbed wired in. Everything. I'm telling you. I ain't never liked so many fences, bro.
Is that to keep people in or keep people out?
I don't know. It wasn't doing neither of both, to be honest with you. But
it didn't keep them in or out.
No, it didn't do its purpose for that, I assume. But like I say, if you get a chance to go out there to the Badlands and all that in South Dakota, I'm telling you, bro, it's a pretty
that's
sight.
amazing. Yeah,
it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah. It was worth.
Yeah.
We didn't hunt. I think we hunted 2 days, so that was it. We sightseed the rest of the time.
Yeah. Well,
so what you got there, Matt?
You had 2 good days of hunting then.
Yeah. A lot of walking, a lot of hiking.
Right. So I want to show this stuff because it's new. It's Black Magic. I know everybody knows about their tire spray stuff. You know that everybody puts on their wheels and make them slick and whatever. So we had talked with them a couple years ago about a spray that you could put on the chassis, on the body, to help stuff fall off, the mud fall off better. Well, they came up with this. They sent me an email a month or so ago, and sent this to me. So it's Black Magic wheel, well, and undercarriage protect. I don't know if everybody can see that or read or whatever. So I sprayed it on Wayne's truck at the last race at Grover, and I can show people pictures or whatever, but it's like we always know, like the mud stain and everything afterwards. You got to get under there and wipe bars down real hard and either wax them or whatever you want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Well, never even touched it with soap. Just washed it off.
And Wayne is like really particular when he cleans. His truck is always amazing when it comes to the track, right? So we sprayed this on everything under the carriage, all over the axles, on all the bars. I didn't spray the body with it. But he sent me pictures of it when it got home from Grover, and you couldn't see anything on it. He hasn't touched it with a brush, soap, or anything, and it looks just like when it got there before. So it's a new product. Check it out, man.
It's awesome.
They're talking about. I sent them an email back and sent them those pictures. May be able to. They're going to talk to their head up people or whatever, maybe start selling it in bulk in like 2.5 gallon jugs that you can put it in a pump up sprayer instead of having to buy the aerosol stuff, for our world, right? Right now you can only get this stuff at AutoZone. It's not in any other retailers. But they're supposed to be sending me, I don't know, 4 or 5 cases of it. Hopefully I'll have it by the next race, and anybody in the top 3 I'll get a can of this to try out. See what you think. Give us some feedback on it, because the more feedback I can send to them, the better. And because I've always hated getting under my truck, cleaning it, and then having to get on there with wax or whatever just to get the bars, clean back up, not crappy. And I don't do near job I should do when I do that, but I know how much time Wayne spends on his. He'll spend a week on it. So, but it's good stuff. It's Black Magic, Wheel Well, and Undercoat Protect. I don't mean to say like a sales pitch or a commercial here, but they've been good to me over the years, and I want to try to. If it helps us in the sport and helps the cleaning process, I think it's worth it. So, but I will have that. I should have that next week. So check that out. But there's my sales pitch for the night.
Your sales pitch.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Dave, what you got?
Good.
You might have quiet.
I've been trying to hush. I don't want to overload no internet. So I mean,
yeah.
Over the years, people have tried to come up with their own solution. I mean, I've known a lot of people do a lot of different things. And if anybody knows Wayne Taylor, if that stuff is Wayne Taylor approved, that's just about the highest stamp of approval you can get.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if that stuff,
he asked me the other day if I had any more of that magic spray. He want another can of it. So.
The magic spray. I know John Deere right there in St. George sells a little something like that. It ain't Black Magic. I can't think of what that thing is called. But I sprayed it on my truck and it works pretty good too.
Yeah. But I got you. I've seen guys do like WD-40 and a pump up spray and just coat the whole truck. But like, man, if you got to go paint that truck again, right.
I tell you what works good is that Dollar General furnace polish.
Really?
It'll smell like a lemon, and it works too. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's cool.
Right. I done seen them use Pam cooking spray and stuff. That works too.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But that furniture polish, I've used that. The dollar can stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all got any? You got any big name trucks coming in? I guess he was trying to click off. I don't know what he said. He'll be back.
I got you.
Y'all got any big dogs coming down from north, south?
I've gotten some calls. Mark Olive from North Carolina. I think they're coming back down. Him and his buddy.
Some guys in Virginia thinking.
Yep. I think Bob Carter, maybe Huey are coming. Pretty sure Gus Dean is coming with the Vengeance truck, which Duke Bohannon's old Wicked 55 truck.
Yeah.
I know he broke a transfer case shaft or a drive shaft or something at Wild Country 2 weeks ago, so he had to get that fixed. But when they left there, they were saying they were coming. He lives right there in Beaufort, so he's close. I know Wayne will be there. I hadn't heard any really other than that. DOTs, I know there's a. Go ahead, Dave.
There's going to be some people that want to use Friday night for the consistency run, literally as a test run, because you can't really go anywhere, certainly to test. When you show up on race day, you really can't use the track then to test because it's race day. It's time to race. So some guys are really going to want to come Friday night and not only try to, if they're slow, run consistency slow. So, you still win. It doesn't matter what you got. You can run anything consistent. So a lot of guys gonna try to do that.
Right. Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
I know we
got.
I
know there's some
shootout points race that weekend too, so we'll be in
Collegetown. Yep. Sure. And that looks like it's looking like it's gonna have a good turnout.
Yeah, DOT truck. Well, I think it's gonna be pretty slamming.
Right.
I hope so. Anyway.
Right. And I'll say this: like, I looked at their date last year, and I was like, all right, that's the date they run. I tried to get off of it, and then we ended up on the same date again. So probably I'd like to talk to him, before next year, before we schedule, make sure we don't do it, because I think every year it's either the week of or the week after or the week before. So it's been that way. So I want to talk to him and make sure we can maybe get that fixed for next year. Maybe not land on top of each other. So
yeah, because all y'all's races land on top of each other.
Like was making 4.5 hours from us, somewhere like that.
It's 3 from here, right at 3.
3 from I got you. 3 from Branchville.
Yeah, it ain't.
I got you.
Yeah, it ain't too bad. It's right at 3. Yeah. It ain't too bad.
I've never been. I've always heard a lot about it, but I've never been.
Yeah, so, they have big consistency.
Yeah. I know there's no easy way to get there from what I've heard.
It ain't too bad. You go 301 and hit, I think it's 16 or something right there. It ain't too bad.
I got you. Right.
But when you leave Statesboro, you better get gas. But from Statesboro to Branchville, ain't nowhere to get gas. Nothing.
Right.
Especially at 12 o'clock at night.
No.
Rhett's saying something about a 275-foot race. What's he talking about? 275-foot race. I don't know if you meant that as in feet or in foot, as in running foots.
I hope it ain't running feet. Y'all have some people keeled over down there.
Ain't no joke, man. It'd be hot too, May. It's warming up pretty damn good.
Right.
I tell you, let me tell y'all about that. You talking about the weather. And we was in Nebraska this past week. Wednesday, it was almost 80 degrees. The kids was in shorts and t-shirts. Thursday after lunch, we got 5 inches of snow.
Good grief.
Nah. That's nuts.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Dave Renfro would have had a panic attack.
No, they have airplanes leaving Nebraska, and I'd have been on one.
Yep. But the road, as soon as we got it, it snowed Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. We got up Friday morning, man, and left. We left Friday. Road was clean like it ain't snowed none, Bo. All the roads, every road. They know what they're doing around there. I guess they're used to it already.
That's crazy.
We'd have been out for a week.
Oh. Rhett's asking, how long is the pit? 300.
Thunder Alley. 300.
300
miles. Y'all got a long one. Y'all pit's long
with
like
more mud.
300 foot.
And you pulling a cable.
Yeah.
That's going to be a deep pull.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's old school. I hate to miss that. God damn.
And pulling
times
a cable.
2.
Times 2. Aren't you going to run one in each pass? One in each pit?
Yeah.
Combined distance, time, whatever.
Yeah.
Just like what we used to do.
Old school. There you go. Hope we're going to try that on the 10th at the house, too.
Yeah.
Back to some mud bogging. I missed the mud bogging myself. I missed the damn straight line, having to dig a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody now gets in the 3s and the 4s passes. So.
Yeah, I had a few people at last race. I had some last year talk about it, and then it hit me up at the last race about it. I was like, you know what? I was like, we knew we were going to do something that was based more on DOTs for this race. I was like, so why don't we just go back to straight line and just, let it land where it lands? So, there's a lot of guys that they're fast in a straight line. There's some guys that are slower in a straight line, but then make it up in the turn, right?
Yeah.
So let's throw a bunch of mud at it and wet it down. I'm going to make it wet. I mean, I ain't going to sit here and say there's going to be water standing on top, but it's going to be wet, and we're going to have to keep some moisture in it, out throughout the day because it's supposed to be pretty warm. So that'll be one thing we have to just pay attention to. And then as far as V-treads, I had a guy message me today wanting to know what the V-treads are going to do. And I told him I really didn't know because I didn't know how how bad the mud holes were going to be. We definitely couldn't run them 2 at a time if we did like the horseshoe back across the jumps, right? Because the pits probably aren't going to be the same. So I don't think that's the right thing to do. But if they're not bad, and I'm probably leaning 90% on this, that V-treads will run a course.
Okay.
One at a time. You know, just because like straight line, most guys in V-treads want to run a course, right? So, or at least a horseshoe. So if the pits aren't bad and, we think that the V-treads can get out of them, then we'll do that. So, but I don't want to make that call until Friday.
Ish.
We're going back to that ish. That's a whole nother story.
Ish.
Right. I think I finally found a way to get Wayne to be quiet. It's put him on camera. He ain't hardly said anything.
Talk,
he's usually mouth.
He's telling
He's
stories.
gun shy.
I'm always
quiet. Yeah, he's always kind of shy type.
That's what I said too.
He didn't say anything.
Well, you think your old square body's going? Yeah, ish. You think your square body's going to make some passes out there? The old one, Wayne?
He'll be there. Justin plans on getting everything ready, and it'll be out there.
Yep.
I like that truck. That's awesome. That truck's too pretty to be running in the mud hole. Yeah.
Yeah, that truck's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's too pretty of us.
A lot of good time for that truck.
I can imagine. There's a lot of them out there in Nebraska too, boy. There's 4 or 5 in every yard.
Really?
Square bodies?
Old square bodies. And, and 78. I know this because I talked to JB. Ford, I think, 70, 78. They made a super pro cab or something. It's just an extended cab with the 2 doors with a little window.
Did they really?
JB told me, he said they made them for the railroad and like the state, the highway department. That's all they made them for. Right. I bet you I sell 10 of people driving them around out there in Nebraska.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures, but I didn't know if they were like conversions or something like that.
Yeah. But I saw a couple of them, and my Ford man, JB, was educating me on them.
I got you.
They
want a story from Wayne.
Who does?
Rhett.
Your first race, Wayne.
Wayne's first race. What was your first race, and tell us about it?
Driving.
First time I took off the truck was the first race, and it was fun.
Was it giving away plates then?
Here we go.
It was at the mud track. Bog Wild, Dean Wheeler. That's first race I raced with that truck.
Bog Wild, Dean Wheeler. That's a good one.
Yeah. That was on the old go-kart track.
Yeah, I never made that track. They quit before I had a chance to make it to the doggone thing.
Gotcha.
I had a memory come up on that. They interviewed me for the local newspaper. It was about, I think it was in 2018, I believe. But we had a lot of good times out at that track.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good races.
And that was in the old square body.
Yep.
10. Bo. Well, Dave, you ain't got nothing big going on, man. Y'all just going dirt track racing this weekend? You driving?
No, I'm not driving this weekend. I'm gonna go down there and check it out. I've seen the sprint cars down in Florida, and I saw the World of Outlaws.
Man, it froze up on me.
I got a good friend of mine that's gonna be running late model.
I don't know what's going on.
Check that out.
I thought we had it figured out. He's back again.
But no, I'm gonna go down and check that out. I haven't been down in a while.
I sound like a pretty good time. I ain't never been to that track. I used to go to I-20, I think it used to be.
Yeah.
Dirt track. I used to go there with my ex-father-in-law and them years and years ago.
Yeah.
We've been
my dad started taking me to something when I was probably 9. And
I used to go.
I was probably 16 or 17. We were at least twice a month. we would go over there back in the day. And then we didn't go for a long time. And then, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago, we tried to go at least like twice a year. Trent likes it. And, you know, me and Dad still gets to go. So it's fun. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So.
My grandma and my granddad, we used to go to Somerville all the time.
Oh yeah.
Asphalt or dirt? That for you, it was probably asphalt.
It was asphalt. Yeah, it was asphalt.
Yeah. That was one incredible dirt track before they asphalted it. Because they had Tiny won his last race on Wednesday night before he got killed on Sunday in Talladega. That was, I'm pretty sure that's the last race he won. Started dead last, come from dead last, and smoked him. And went out there, won the race. And then after that, at Somerville Speedway, and after that, Charlie Powell, they had a Sandlapper 200 or whatever, and they renamed it Tiny Lund Memorial Race.
Okay. Are they still racing Somerville? They don't.
No.
I didn't think so.
Housing development.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Housing development.
Everything's a housing development down that way now.
Right.
Everything.
But it was sweet. Man. It was high banked, and it was fast.
I like to do some dirt track racing. I like to try it one time. I ain't never been in one.
Yeah, me too.
I got some uncles that go-kart racing.
Right. I did that at one time. That's gotten really expensive now.
Yeah.
They got a mini stock class. Like you go out there and you buy, I don't know, you buy a Geo or a old Honda Accord 2-door or something like that. Take the glass out of it, put a roll cage in it, put a seat in it. You can't touch the motor, can't do nothing, and you let it rock. It is what it is.
That sounds like my kind
of front wheel drive, and they'll go into that turn, and when they set the car, the left rear inside tire, will pick up off the ground. It'll be 6, 8 inches, 10 inches off the ground. They are awesome to watch. I like watching that little class just as much as I like watching the big cars.
Was it baby bombers or something they called them?
Yeah, maybe baby bombers, what they call it. So,
dang. And that's something they do that.
That's something. They'll probably have 15 or 20 cars out there doing that.
Dang. I'm gonna have to go check that out one weekend. What they race? Every other weekend.
They say you're not supposed to touch the motor, right? Who knows? They probably are, but one of them deals. But if I had to do it, that's probably what I would do. So
that'd be the cheapest route, probably.
Maybe
it's kind of like beater car racing, I reckon.
Kind of, yeah. That's right. And most of the guys on that left rear, they're running the spare tire that was in the trunk. That's what they put on that left rear tire. Yes, sure do. Most of them are still running stock rims and tires that you buy from the used tire man.
Dang.
Not even a dirt tire. Yep.
That might be a good time right there.
Right. So
look into that.
No muffler or no exhaust, just a 4-cylinder with a header on it, or just an open manifold. Sounds like a pissed off
loud. Yeah.
Stupid loud. Yeah. No.
That's gonna be some good dirt track racing. But
yeah.
I hope y'all waiting on the third big weekend. That's gonna be a good race. Hope y'all have a big crowd.
Yep.
Good crowd.
I do too. I hope we have a good crowd, and I hope everybody, if they got any questions or concerns or calls or whatever, I'm easy to get in touch with. I mean, my number's all over Facebook and Messenger and all that kind of stuff. So ain't no dumb questions, I always say.
Yep.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, Chuck Smith's looking for a yoke for a 208 transfer case, a front one.
Yep, front yoke. You got one?
I don't know where one's at, but
I feel sure they got some in the junkyard. 208s is pretty easy to come by. I have to look. We might have one around here.
Curtis probably got one laying around since he does those 208.
Yeah, he probably does.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right. I have to hit up Curtis. Curtis probably got one.
Right.
Get in touch with Red. He'll get him. He'll get him in
Yep.
touch with you.
That's right. So,
it's gonna be. I guess we'll be going to Palmetto this weekend. We're gonna try to. It's truck runs. I don't know. It ain't. Gremlin's got it, so.
Right. What's going on with it?
Working, right?
Man, we made some changes, and while I was out of town, and come back, made a test pass, and it fell flat on his face.
But I got you.
Distributor was bad for one thing. Somehow that tore up. So. You know how that crap goes.
Been there, done that. I loaded mine on the trailer, went to Pennsylvania, and got there, and it would not crank up. Had no fire.
Oh, wait.
Like the mag just went bad on the drive to Pennsylvania.
That was a trip.
Wayne was with us. Yep. And we scrambled, pulled the mag out, put a regular distributor in it, a 6AL box in it, and a regular blaster too to be able to make that race.
And literally crunk it up and went to the track.
Crunk it up to go make my pass. Like they were finishing putting all the hood and the nose and everything back on, and I was strapping into the seat belts.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it fun, don't it?
It was fun. And like what the cool thing about that was like before everybody had to go stage up and get ready, I bet everybody that was in the pits that day as far as drivers and their crew were around the truck helping.
Yeah.
And that was it for me. I was ready to load up and come home. Like I was done, when it wouldn't crank up. And then everybody said, nope, calm down. We need this. And went right across the road and bought everything. Spent $800 to buy everything we needed, but to get everybody to help and do it. And we had to rewire because like the mag is wired different than a 6AL box. You can't just plug it in. That was Jamboree. Then Wayne did all the wiring on the truck, so he's going in there and wiring everything in while they're changing out distributors and that mess. And it is the wiring for that MSD is still in the truck right now. So if my mag goes bad, I got a box in my truck that stays with me. With a distributor, a blaster 2 coil, the wire, the 6L box, everything.
And a quick connect plug.
To just plug it right back in.
Yeah, that's smart, isn't it? That's planning, bro. That's planning.
So, it was on the fly plan, and it wasn't planned from the gate.
Now it's planning. How about that?
That's right.
You got to go.
That's right. So, there's my racing story for the night, I guess.
That's a good one. We can't get one out of your partner back behind you. He just wants to. How many plates you got now, Wayne?
All of them.
Well, like I said, I finally know how to get him to be quiet.
There you go.
Put him on a video.
How about the turkeys, man? You got it. You got any turkeys yet?
Nope, ain't been.
Did you ever do any turkey hunting?
No,
I didn't think so.
I thought you was a turkey hunter. I thought you talked to him about turkey hunting a couple of times. I thought you was a turkey hunter.
She love it, but I mean, you got to be able to talk sweet to them, and I can't. I said, here, turkey. You know what? They sell them at the store. I got to get up early for this. I can just go to the grocery store, get me a turkey.
Yeah. It's like I tell them fellas at work, man. It's kind of like a girl at the bar. You ain't got to talk sweet. You just got to know what to tell her.
You just got to know how to talk.
You just got to know what to tell her. Yeah, come on in there. That's right.
Yeah. I got a pile of them crossing my dirt road, but I ain't never tried to sit in the bushes and try to kill one. So,
Mr. Bill said you got enough plates for a fan reunion.
Well, I got a small family. I didn't need but 3 plates for that. So I mean,
you talk about the turkeys and around the house. It's so bad around my house, Matt. They all want to kill turkeys, and they all got one tag left. We ain't got but basically one more weekend we can hunt. So this Saturday, a boy sent me, I'm going hunting, and he sent me some pictures of some gobblers, So I come home, I said, all right, one of y'all can go with me. Y'all can draw straws, fight, whoever. But can't one of you go. So they fighting over that, who's going to shoot one Saturday. So
Who's going to get that one tag, right?
That one tag left. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's cool that everybody else in the family likes to do it with you. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got my little girl hooked.
I saw that the other week.
Trips. Yeah. She's got it. She's got it bad, brother. She got it. That's like I told her. Some little boy come around the house. He's gonna have to be tough. All I can tell him.
Yeah. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you got there, Dave? What's going on? Give us a good story. I know you got a good old time racing story for us.
I don't know. I was enjoying some of that, some of those stuff that y'all had going on a couple of weeks ago. That was good stuff. Hearing a bunch of stuff out of Ridgeville and Buddy Driggers and all that kind of stuff. That was good stuff going on there, man. I could, we could do a couple shows on either that or. Fortunately, I've been all over the Southeast and some up north too. So yeah, we'll have to do that one night for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it, man. If you got any ideas of the old school races we can get on and talk, just let me know. I try to get Mr. Royal on here, but he says they ain't got no signal to get on or no internet. So, Mr. Buddy. So I think that'd be a good one. He got some.
Oh yeah,
man, that'd be a real good one.
Yeah, I go back to the Wagner days and some other stuff with Buddy Royal and the apple didn't fall too far from the tree when it comes to Jimmy and Jason in regards to that, because when Buddy showed up, he was ready.
Yep. That you said Wagner. That was, believe it or not, that was me and my wife's first date.
Really?
Wagner Sally Mudball. Yeah. Yep. Sure was.
I remember going there when I was still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I took my daughter to Trucks
that was early
Wild
90s.
in Wagner. And that was the first place she slept through the night.
Really? Dang.
I remember that, Dave.
I woke up and freaked. I didn't know what the hell. I said, "Oh Lord, we got a problem." That was the first time the child slept all through the night.
Dang. Was that the one with the bus and what's his name?
Yeah.
Kimberly and all
so. Matt was involved.
Yeah, that was when we did the bus.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
What was the name of those?
Let me tell you a quick story about that bus. So when Donald shows up with the bus, it was a church bus, it was a choir bus for a AME church or whatever somewhere around Orangeburg. Paid $500 for it. Gets it there. He's like, I want to strip all the seats out of it, all the glass out of it, and paint it orange. I'm like, do you know how much paint you're going to need to paint this thing orange? Are you kidding me? So he went to Thomas up there at Orangeburg Auto Paint, got the paint, got the stickers from B&M and Kick Booty. Next thing you know, we're doing this bus, right? We put the little roll cage around where Josh was going to drive it. And we finished that thing on Tuesday before that event. So I was like, all right, cool. Everything's good to go. All we got to do is load trucks up that Friday morning to go to Twitty's. I get a phone call Friday morning. Donald has wrecked the school bus.
God.
I said, dude, what? Said, Donald wrecked the school bus last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, how does he wreck? Never mind. I got it. Okay, what do we got to do? He hit something on the side of the road, on a dirt road, just driving it. Sent somebody. We had one bench seat still left in it right there when you go in the door. That person went across it into the windshield, cracked the windshield. Luckily, they were okay. But the front, I don't know what he hit, but he hit something very hard. It broke the spring hangers underneath the radiator on that old bus and shoved the wheel back 6 inches on that old straight axle,
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going back over there. I should be here working. I'm going back over there to now weld this bus back together that we were supposed to have there, right? I am mad. I'm like, we done busted our tail, and you go out there and you wreck it before we get to the damn show. So we get that fixed, crank it up, and the radiator's pouring, just pouring. And I'm like, this is a 1962 model bus. Where are we going to find a radiator from? Like, there was like the whole bottom of the core was just busted. Like, we ain't gonna be. And I've done welded this thing together at this point too, right? So old Walter over there, old dog man, he said, I got a fix for it. I'm like, what? He looked at Patty, his wife. He said, go get me a dozen eggs. What are we gonna do with a dozen eggs? He took 6 of them, cracked them right there, and poured them in the radiator. 6 eggs. They went down in there, you cranked it up, put a heat in it, it boiled them or cooked them, and it sealed the bottom of that radiator up enough for us to make them hits down there at Tweety's that night.
Dang,
that's a fact.
That's pretty good.
I said, ain't no way this is going to work. Dog said, I bet you it'll work. I got it. All right, buddy.
That's pretty good. I heard black pepper before.
If you need something in a jiffy, right? I've never seen it either, but if you get somewhere and you mess up a radiator, throw a couple eggs in it, it'll work.
It'd be cheaper to buy a radiator nowadays, I believe, wouldn't it be?
Right. That's exactly
buy a dozen
right.
eggs.
Yeah.
You'd be better off just patching it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good one there.
That was good,
Josh.
So. Yep.
Josh with the S10, wasn't it? Didn't he have the old little square body S10?
That white S10 with the black rally stripe, racing stripes on it. Kind of I'd say the first tractor tire truck around here.
Yeah.
You know, because originally it was that thing was on a K5 frame that him and Wesley Smoke had extended, and I don't remember what axles were. He had I want to say he had 39 5s or 44s. He drove that thing to work during the week back in the day. It had 327, a little supercharger on it, and he'd drive to work. And then the old trucks going wild thing started up, and him and Wesley saw that, so they bought some 2.5 tons and then put the tractor tires on it or whatever. So, I think he was probably the first one around here that had a tractor tire truck. And I think then it was kind of Wesley and Twitty and Mitchell and then me and kind of whatever, you know. So, old Josh something else.
I remember they used to play over there, what was in Pine Hill in the pond or whatever. They had the little thing.
Yeah, behind Josh's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right there behind the community club. So, that was a natural spring head that went into the pond. And they had played down there for years. And I actually lived in that pond house at one time, I don't know, back like 2000, 2001. I bet it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And all I hear mufflers and crap going all over the place. And I come out the house and there's Wesley and Josh and 3 or 4 other trucks just down in that mud hole, just sunk that thing. I'm like, what in the world? Went out there and pulled trucks out all night long. So
that's great.
And then Josh had the Pine Hill Pandemonium. And that was in I was living in Nashville then. That was 06. And I come home for that thing, and my Lord, that must have been 500 people down there in that little hole playing and goofing off. It was crazy. There's people in there with stock pickups done tried to go across that little mud hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was back.
You were in that one?
Back in
you out there then?
Yeah, that's what. Believe it or not, I had it wasn't the cheese puff then, but it was a camouflage Toyota with a V6 in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep. And I
ended up in somebody's Jeep that I didn't know was somebody else's. So
that was back in the. I was telling you, that was a long time ago. That was right when I had my first. I think I had a youngin' then. I can't remember. Yeah,
that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that right? No.
Yeah. 18, 19, something like that.
19 years ago. Yeah,
Heck
06.
Yeah, Walker be 18. He's born.
Goes
Yeah, that's
by
right.
That. Mm-hmm.
Getting old, man. Getting old.
Yeah,
Keep
we've had
having
some
them
fun
birthdays.
doing it, though, right?
Yep. As long as you keep having them, it's a good deal. It's a good deal.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So
I guess y'all kick it off Friday. What you got? Tell us what you're doing again one more time. Run it through us one more time. Starting Friday.
Right. The Friday gates open at 12. We start racing at 7. Drivers meeting 6:30. Consistency class. Side by side in the mud hole, straight line. Possibly a breakout class if we have enough time. Then Saturday, gates will open at 9. We start at 12. 0 to 36, 0 to 38, 39 and a half, 0 to 44, and then V-tread and street. So that's that. Gates, $40 for the weekend, $20 for Saturday, $20 for Friday, or Saturday is $30. So if you come for the weekend, you get a $10 break, right? And then $50 trackside. There is some trackside spots left. There's a link on the Facebook page under the last video that we did that you can go and grab some of those. Camping is available if you need it. Contact the Masters for a hookup. Or if you want a primitive camp, you just drive in, tell them you're primitive camping. They'll tell you where to go, and you can set up your campsite. Pretty much that's kind of it. Kind of the same thing we've been doing the last kind of 2 years, What was that?
That was Jeff Brigham.
Oh, well,
that was a good racing mud Pine Hill.
I didn't have the mud bog in Pine Hill. That was Josh Winger, my cousin, that did that thing. So there's a bunch of Bonnets and Davises and Wingers in that whole Pine Hill area. So it is on family land, but Josh owned that place. That was his old deal. So I'm not taking credit for that one, but that was a good time. So for sure.
Oh, where it all started, I guess you could say.
Yep. So I did have my first test 10 at that one, but I made it about, I don't know. I was going down the driveway and broke a front axle and pulled it back up there to Josh's building and stayed the hell with it. So
dang.
And then that was when I made my mind up. I bought my first set of 2.5 tons from Wesley Smoke.
And went big time with it.
And got absolutely stupid with it. So sometimes I wish I wouldn't have went as far as we did, but it is what it is. So
Oh yeah. It's all good, fun.
That's right.
Done been around the world twice.
I don't know about twice. Maybe halfway around the world.
Ish.
So, there you go.
Ish. Right.
Ish. Around the world once ish.
That's it. But met a lot of good people, man. I will say that. We got a lot of good friends from doing what we've been doing. So wouldn't trade them for nothing. So it's amazing how many people you get to meet. Yeah. So
it's gotta get around is good, but hopefully it's a good race. We'll see. We won't make that one, unfortunately.
Right.
We gotta do some points racing.
Sure.
But we might be able to sneak up there Friday night. We'll see.
That'd be good. Come do some tests and make sure you ain't got no problem before you make the trip.
Yeah, but I have to wash my truck.
Hey, now if you put this spray on, all you gotta do is hose it off.
Put the black magic on it. Heck yeah.
That's right. Dude. My last sales pitch. I told you that was my last one. That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But like I said, the second. Is that the second? That's the second and the third, right?
Second and third.
I don't know why I was thinking the third.
Yeah, second and third.
So everybody hit him up. You still got some trackside open?
Still got a few track sides left. Yeah. Yep. So, and then I still want to get with you. We talked at the first of the year. I want to get with you about that August date, doing that thing. I had a conversation with Robert about that the other day, so we're down for it.
Yeah, we'll get that work. I'll get with you and we'll line that up. Okay. That'll be interesting.
It would.
DOT against the world, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
it'd be some good.
I think we can make something happen with that. So
it'll be hot. But
well, we'll do that on Friday night.
That's what I'm talking about. It'll be a good Friday night race.
Yeah.
Ain't no hunting season going on or nothing. When's that race? That's in August. That's the 1st of August? Or you ain't
first weekend of August.
First weekend in August.
Good deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Before deer hunting season, because when that happens, I'm going in the woods to go try to shoot some deers.
There you go. I don't blame you.
Going to the beach.
To the beach.
So
yeah, I gotta take my wife to Florida for a week since I had to take her to Nebraska turkey hunting. So now I gotta go to the beach for a week.
Right.
So, what part?
Right.
We go to Miramar Beach or whatever. It's right there by Destin.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
They say that's nice.
It's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like Edisto Beach, I can promise you. It's good. It's a good time. I enjoy it. I ain't a beach fella, but
I ain't either.
It's pretty good.
I'm not either. So.
Nah, it's nice. But hey, man, I appreciate it. We'll promote you, get you out there. I think I got to get rid on here.
Yeah, no, we appreciate everything you're doing. So thank y'all for letting us be on here and talking about it.
We'll get you on here for story time one time, Dave. So you think you have some stories and write them down, and we'll get you back on here for a storytell night here coming up, maybe in a couple weeks or so. Yeah. But like I say, May 2nd and 3rd, Thunder Alley.
Yeah.
Flat. No flat track. I don't think flat track. Straight line mud racing, baby. Back to old school. Pulling the cable. That's what I like to hear. That's what we'll be.
Pulling the cable. And consistency on Friday night.
Consistency on Friday night. Mud, straight line. 300-foot mud racing. Saturday.
Yeah.
Good mud hole. All right, fellas. We appreciate it. We thank you. We'll catch you next time. Wayne, you got anything to say?
I'm out.
He's full up. He done run out of words. He's speechless. That's all he's got.
There, but we are live.
Yeah. All right. Thank y'all. We appreciate it. See you now.
All right. Thank you, brother. We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dave.
God bless y'all.
Y'all too, man. Be good. Have a good one. Man. So we're sitting. I hope Rhett was going to come back over here and get Gavin. We're going to talk some Palmetto if they coming on. I'll see if I can hit them up. See what the deal is here. Get Rhett back on here. Gavin. Oh, here he comes. He queued up, man. You back, buddy? Not much. Hold on a second. I'm about to pull you up. There you go.
Good time.
So you got to spectate. How about that?
Yeah, man. It's good to hear Matt and Dave and some Wayne stories. We're going to have just a straight up night, one night with Dave and JBE, because I want to hear some old roundy round stories, because it sounds like those fellas had a real good time back in the day.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. I guarantee they got hours worth of stories.
Yep.
About some racing, man.
That's going to be a good race over there at Thunder Alley, for sure. 2-night event.
Two nights, man.
Like nighttime races in the summer.
They throwing the consistency in. If you want to get over there Friday night and get you some test passes for Saturday, hey.
That's right. And consistency is in the mud, right? So
yeah,
guys, there's 2 nights of mud racing. So
go
let it eat.
2 nights, man. Paying out pretty good. He's
$750 added, I think.
$750 on the entry. Yeah, with 10 trucks, $750 added. That's pretty good payout.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff. They're working at it. Masters Motorplex, trying to get it happen, you know.
And then we got something going in there in August. The series will be there in August.
Yeah, we're gonna try 0 to 44. Heads up.
0 like heads up. DOT series against the world. That's what we're gonna try. Whoever wants it. Put a little extra to the winner if a non-series truck can win that thing. So
that's right. And maybe if we do it right, we can sort of not build the bracket in our favor, but throw series trucks over here and throw non-series over here.
Yeah.
You know, and let's see what happens. Maybe we get our tails whipped, maybe not. But hey, you gotta try, right? You gotta get out there and race to be considered.
Yeah. You wanna call a series truck out? That'll be your chance right there. You think you got something to cover one of your fellows you see on here up? Hey,
that's right.
that'll be some fun. That'd be good.
Big block on small block. Some, big block 39.5 trucks, maybe jumping on the Ape or Puff or, maybe Mr. Steve. Or, you never know, man.
Might settle up some all this small block, big tire, all this.
Oh, 4-link versus leaf spring. You might see all kinds of stuff like that. No weight limit though, because we don't play those games.
No, we don't play them weight limit games. This ain't Weight Watchers.
Yeah, if you want
gotta weigh in.
If you want a mini truck, get one, right?
they made more than just 2 of them, I promise you.
Yep. Well, hey, good racing this weekend, right? Palmetto. I don't know what happened to Gavin, but
he's supposed to be coming back on here, but I don't know.
The last Palmetto mud bog, I don't know who was there or what, but there was a crowd and there was action and there was mud flying and it was a good time.
It was a big crowd. If you want to put a show on for a big crowd, that was the one it was at, man. They had a stacked house, man. It was packed.
The videos I posted, those people are eating up those videos. I want to give a shout out to Maggie with Resurrection Racing. I think she's almost 30,000 views and 1,500 likes on that thing, man.
She's linking up all the views, eh?
Yeah, wait till we do an interview with her. you know, that's something that I want to kind of do walking around through the pits. Is I know some of y'all probably saw a little video where I walked up to Cheese Puff and went around and all. We're going to try to do that to all the trucks around and get them out there and make some reels and let these people see some of the work and ingenuity that y'all have in these trucks, man, because they're hot rods. All these trucks are works of art, basically, when you really start looking at them. I'm going to try showcasing that. If you don't want me videoing your stuff, just tell me, but we're going to try to start doing some of that and a couple interviews.
Yeah, I like the interview idea and the showing the truck thing, man. We need to get that out to get us some reels, man. A lot of people look at that. A lot of people see that. Get your eyes on it, on that Instagram or whatever it is.
That's something that we can do probably at Palmetto is maybe with some of the drivers. Just walk up to you and just shoot off, who you are, what you drive, where you're from, what team you're part of, and, this is Palmetto Mudway or something. About 2 sentences or something to go right before you run.
Get your truck, get it going, man.
What some of these drivers look like. Y'all are some big personalities. Get y'all out there.
That's to be good. I thought Gavin was gonna come back on and get it, but I think they start racing at 7. Looks like the mud hole. They've been working on it, so I guess it'll be a mud bog again.
Think they can start racing at 7?
That's what the paper says, man.
Supposed to start at 7.
That's what the paper says.
Hey,
gates open at 4.
Part of that, drivers get there early because last time we were there, it was 3 lanes wide trying to get in there.
Trying to get in there, yeah, no doubt, yeah. 3 deep getting in there.
Yep.
It's gonna be
truck and you're kind of late. Get over hopefully in the far lane and pass everybody. But
there you go.
Get there by 5:30. If we're racing at 7, talking to my own teammates out there.
There you go. We need to have a driver's lane to get in there, a truck lane to get in there for drivers only. I want to see that Cheese Puff now.
We'll see. You get some shields on it.
Oh, that thing's so fast. I heard that thing so fast you ain't got to worry about it.
Might just skim, huh?
It'll skim and be gone. She gone. That's all you're going to see.
Anybody got any 35-inch cuts we can borrow? And try it and run. Maybe go with them.
I used to. Wonder if Michael Russ and them's coming back now. I see he got a sponsorship on the little flyer they posted. His name's on it.
Yeah, I saw that. What? Resurrection Racing.
Resurrection, yeah.
Russ Logan, I believe, sponsored in on this race. I'm not sure exactly what details are, but they're definitely on the flyer.
Yeah, it might be some trophies or something I had last time. I think they bought some trophies and added in that thing. So
awesome.
I think they paid out pretty decent. I don't know. Archie's there to defend. My man Archie will be there to defend that street class, baby. Man, y'all better be on it.
Hey, little man's bad, huh?
That's that Summers Mud Racing Stables, baby.
Shecky engine.
Them Sheck engines.
Sheck engine, Sheck power.
Pretty good. Daddy said he talked some trash to Curtis this past weekend. I think he was picking with him.
Yeah, them two were funny. Big back and forth. I just sit there and laugh. Me and Kenny and Becky and
Yeah.
we're having a good time watching the two of them.
Daddy said, Curtis said, what do you think about that cheese puff? How it run? Daddy said, I told you, man, you better find some more horsepower is all I can tell you. I said, man, you tell the man some shit like that for. Oh, I heard his truck makes some good passes.
Yeah, it made a terrible pass, and then it made a good pass, and then a couple terrible passes, and then figured out the problem and had a little loose wire. It was
Yeah.
raging havoc. So hopefully it's
Thank-
back. Y'all's track was hooking and booking. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Mr.
Daddy
Terry
said
had
he had a good one.
nice watered, and it was fluffy and had teeth. You know.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all had a good time. Didn't hit the guardrail or nothing. Didn't tear nothing up.
Yeah.
Made some good test hits. He didn't tell me the times. I don't know if he didn't have a timer. I couldn't get no
We didn't
times
have
out of him.
Didn't have
He
time.
said he had them. He said he had them, but y'all didn't want to put them out. I didn't say nothing.
I think everybody was scared to see the times. I think we were scared to see if it was fast or not, and they didn't really want to see them. And
we just want to see if it runs.
Yeah, we just wanted to see if it would go.
It makes a pass. We made a pass Monday.
I'll tell you that. I turned it loose. I said, God. So hopefully we'll fix that.
Video looked good, man.
Thank you.
You look like you was running one of the little problems like I had.
The hopping.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that drill and those zip ties might fix that.
Yeah. I hope so. I took them coilovers off of mine.
Had to get rid of them.
Yeah, I ain't got no calls. I made a pass in mine Monday. It run straight, but it wasn't impressive. It run straight.
Didn't have power?
Oh man, it fell flat on its face. But the distributor broke.
You go out there in your muscle machine and turn it loose, and it's like, what happened? That's a terrible feeling.
Oh, I'm telling you. And all kind of issues. We got a new transmission, and I guess the transmission's so tight the solenoid wouldn't even shift it.
Huh.
So we had to fix that, get that fixed. I was like, man, I tell you. And you know how daddy is. You go somewhere like that, ain't no need to go. Ain't no need to go. You need to take the truck.
Yep.
Man,
that was Curtis when his truck wouldn't run. I'm about to throw that in the trash. I'm like,
yeah.
Come on, man. Give it a minute. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, it'll get better. It'll get better. I promise you, man. But hey, man, I got some shirts ordered. The shirts are ordered.
That's what I'm talking about.
So unfortunately,
Palmetto will have them.
I hope so. Hopefully I might have them by Cobbtown. I don't know. We'll see.
You better get them to mail them to the track.
We might. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're working on it. But
here's the man. I tell you, he's quick.
I don't know about the color. I guess I'll take the fault for the color. Nobody like the color. But we went with a blue, I guess you can say. I tried to go for the electric blue kind of. It might be Ford blue. I don't know, but it's blue. So
that's what I'm talking about. So it'll be fast.
Yeah, fast Ford blue, JB. I see JB watching.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. They look good. I think Rhett shared the picture of them. What do they call it?
They look nice. And hey, there's a limited number. So
yeah,
drivers, you're gonna get your shirts first, and then everybody else, you better get them fast.
Yep. The drivers, well, I'm put like this: the drivers that's registered now will get their shirts. But I ain't waiting for you. I ain't holding a shirt and you registering 2 races from now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
If we can get rid of them, we're gonna get rid of them. But registration's still open. You ain't missed but one race. Maybe they can get in and have in Cobbtown. Maybe we'll pick up some more.
That's right.
So
that's gonna be a good race. Maybe we'll see some of the Texas Mud Drag fellas down there. Maybe since they're not racing up there at the Gravel-Rama.
They might be coming to do some testing for their big race they have in September, October, I think.
And that even if they don't jump in the heads up stuff with us, because we don't have cut tires. I know that's the main difference in them and our big tire. But consistency class, 10 grand on the
That's a
line.
lot of payout, buddy.
I've never won 5 grand in a race. That's circle track money there. That's like
big money.
Outlaw class,
Yep.
roundy round dirt track race money there.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of trucks. You got to be good. That's a lot of trucks in that thing.
Yeah, you better get like a 001.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, and he does it good. He does he do what 3 or 4 segments on that thing. I think 10
Yeah,
trucks at a time.
he'll
Or
let
something.
you know, like when you register, if you're in like the red group or the black group or the yellow group, and then they'll be like, I forget what it is. It might be 20 trucks in a group, and then that group will run all the way through, and then they'll run their second pass, and then they're finished.
Yeah.
So
then it go.
That way you don't have to sit there all night and really not know where you're running. But if you're running the truck multiple times, you might be in multiple groups. You know, multiple drivers, because that happens there too.
That's going to be a lot of racing. I got to call and talk to Cody. Hope he lets us run first.
Yeah, we're running first.
Get us out of there. We run.
Yep. And then we can run the consistency class if we want. And the consistency class is going to work like it did at your track. So 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be old one truck goes up there and makes a hit. There's going to be 2 at a time, leaving off the light.
Yep. And I guess our that'll be our open class is just running their
consistency
in their consistency class. So it all works out good. Ain't got an extra class to run, but you can win the belt. You can win a belt and $5,000 to take home. How about that? That's pretty good.
You're pretty good if you win them both.
You get you a belt and $5,000.
But hey, it looks like what they pay back through 10th place. So
yeah,
in 10th place is your money back. So it's some good money on the line. I think it's like 100 for second or something. There's good money out there. Don't quote me on that, but there's good.
He pays back 10 spots.
80 entries.
That's a lot.
And it's also Tatnall Shriners race. So money goes to good cause.
Shriners.
Yep.
We'll be there taking entries, taking pictures, signing autographs, kissing babies, whatever.
That's right. But hey, I'm excited for Palmetto. How about that food? Are you gonna have the bowls again? I seen Cassie around. He had 2 or 3 of those bowls at Palmetto.
I didn't get none last time. I had time before. They were pretty good now.
Mountain mac and cheese bowl. That's what I'm talking about.
Cheese. I'm gonna try one this weekend. Mountain mac and cheese.
Ribs and snow cones and all kind of good stuff.
I wonder how to.
The track will be muddy. They'll be slinging some mud.
You got to put some water on it if that's the fact, because it's dry. I don't know if they got that rain today. They had some thunderstorms down that way.
I don't think we got to worry about water over there. When's the last time you seen it dry over there?
Facts. That's facts, man. We'll see.
Hey, it's mud race, right? That's why it's racing.
You gonna pick somebody? Let's do some picking. Well, I don't know why Gavin didn't show up. We can do some picking. Let's do some picking. What class you want to start with?
I mean, let's start with the best class, right? Our class.
The small block class.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Who you got?
I'm going with Owen again.
Owen?
You got second last time. I think it's Tom.
Who won it last time? Oh, yeah. Oh, medium Earl, small Earl, little Earl. One of the Earls won it last time.
The yellow truck won. Big Earl. Big Dave with the big JB horsepower.
That JB horsepower, chopping heads. Okay, I'm gonna comment on that, because somebody was watching the live I was posting when he won that class, and somebody commented asking where a certain truck was that JBE power was gonna cutting their behinds down there. So my pick, I'm just going.
Oh, it's there. It's gonna be
there. Daddy will be back.
Daddy's coming.
Huh? We're gonna try it. We'll see.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's go.
You're gonna make me stick with the mud, aren't you? Cassie's probably
Tell him I'm there. Hey.
Daddy's home, right? It's like, dang.
Damn, Daddy's home. We'll be back.
BT is hard to beat at Palmetto anywhere in the mud. I'll tell you.
So I don't know. New setup. Ain't running in the mud yet, Rhett. Hadn't been in the mud yet. Whole new setup. So we'll see.
I'm gonna stick with Owen. I think Owen might get you.
That's a good one. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's a good one. The JBE, that's a good. That's JB says daddies get scared too. Nah.
Yeah. He said Pat's here, right?
Yeah, and see, in a matter of fact, I think JB will be there because I heard Taz was coming.
Okay. So, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and pick him. V-Trad Taz.
You taking Taz on the V-Trad? That's a good pick, man. I'm going. Hey, we'll go with the V-Trad. My resurrection man. There, I go with my man Chris. Turkey killing. I see he killed him a turkey this year. Congratulations! Shout out. Welcome to the brotherhood.
There you go.
Let's carry on. Let's go with the small tire class. Who you got with the small tire class?
Oh, I'm going with it. It's a Ford and it's pink. I'm going with Maggie.
Oh, that's a good one. Did she win it last time?
No, she broke the front end, but I think she was about.
Right. Yeah. Turn that thing 95,000 RPMs. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, 95,000 RPMs and 95,000 views. She's on a roll.
Yeah. She's yeah. Yeah. I don't know who's else in that class would be a good pick. I don't know. One if who did it will be there, or who did it, whatever you call that thing.
I think they've been messing with that one, but I'll go ahead and. How about the Thriller? You ain't gonna
I don't think it's gonna make it. It ain't back together yet.
Oh,
I don't think if they have it together, I'll pick him, but I don't think he's got it back together yet. So I don't know who to pick in that class. Let me see. I got who else runs in that class that'll be in that class? I'll go with Chuck. Let's go with Chuck. I think Chuck runs that class. Chuck Smith. How about that? We go with Chuck. Chuck runs that.
For a yoke, isn't he? He better get a yoke.
Yeah, he got a yoke
right now. We gotta find Chuck a 208 yoke.
Yeah.
BT's pick's 2-wheel drive right now.
My pick's 2-wheel drive. That ain't a good pick. Let's go with we'll stick with it. How about the 4? How about the big tire? You going with the big tire? I know who I got if he'll show up. I'm going with the GOAT, baby. The GOAT.
The big Dodge, huh?
The big DODGE.
Dang.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna see if I can pull Kid out in the woods and see if we can wear that Dodge out.
Hey, don't forget about Michael Russ if he leaves the cuts off of it.
Yeah, he might sneak up there and whip everybody's tail. That's something I'd like to see. That'd be a good matchup right there. What do you think you could do with him on the light? Him on the motor, and he can have his 39.5s or whatever. What does he run? 39. You think
39.5 on DOTs? I try him. I told him that I try him.
He was what the records were.
Yeah. That's I hope they got it back pretty again. I know they dented it up pretty good down there last time.
Yeah, I think it was just cosmetic.
Yeah.
They like to work on them like the rest of us.
Yeah, that's right. Then we got the big tire. We didn't pick the big tire, so let's go with the unlimited. Limited, where they run unlimited outlaw class down there. I think I'm gonna take my man Jason King to pull one out if he shows up.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna take Jason to pull one out. I think he's got it this time.
Same one. I think it's time for Johnny Martin to make a good pass. If Johnny Martin can get it screaming.
Yeah. That'd be a good one too, man.
I guess we're gonna leave Gavin hanging because Gavin left us hanging, so we're gonna leave him hanging.
Yeah, we're gonna leave Gavin hanging. We're trying to help him out, promote him, good on him. He don't even show up. He's probably washing dishes or something, playing house again.
Yeah, the old lady's got an assignment list he's got to do.
Oh boy, I hadn't talked to him. I talked to him earlier, but I ain't.
But man, I tell you, the crowd out there, they love some mud bog racing.
They like that mud, man. They love it. I like it. It's
clinging. I like it too. Something about, I guess that's some of the first mud racing I ever went to. with straight line, 200 foot lights. That's old school for me. You know, some of them say old schools when they went the roundy round with like the mud pits and stuff, and there were like holes you had to avoid, and there's all kind of stuff. But for me, that 200-foot straight line, all the drivers with all the bad trucks are all on the starting line, kind of at Palmetto, kind of
watching,
all standing back, watching everybody cringing and talking crap. It's a good time.
Trying to get the line,
Yep. I was there last time. Somebody asked me, "Man, do you know how to get out of here?" I said, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "There's so many people here. They're all parked in the road. The whole place is shut down." I was like, "Well, why do you want to leave?"
Yeah, you don't need to leave, man.
If the show is happening, the place is packed out, the trucks are running. What's your problem, right?
You definitely got some fans. If you made a good pass, you grew some fans with that race because they were. He'd get them.
And hey, I will say this: that sometimes the crowd is a little rowdy or whatever. If there's someone in your spot or you have any kind of problem like that, I heard there was some stuff going on. Don't confront the idiots there if they're in your spot. They might have been there since 5 o'clock in the afternoon drinking shots or whatever. Just say, "Okay, thank you," and go right over there to the tower, or
they got people to take care of that.
They will take care of it. I know I heard some people complaining that there were people in their spots, but that's the proper way to handle that. Don't even mess with the idiots in your way. Go right over there, and they will get them out of your way. No problem.
It's a big crowd. I know, but
and it's a good crowd. So, and the kids sometimes get rowdy, but it is kids. They're like,
but the rowdiness ain't at the track. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, as long as you watching the race, you good. It's
that's all I'm saying. Just someone in your spot got a problem, just go tell the tower. They get him out your way. No,
they got deputies. They highly paid deputies out there that'll move them out the way quick.
And some of the people might not know that they've been there and they got the spot staked out. Oh, they've been partying and just tell the tower. No big deal.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me down there before. People just hit spot and
that happens. Don't get worked up back at them. Just tell the tower. We'll get.
I got to tell them. Hold on. I got something. Just hold on right there. I'll be back.
The big man in blue comes over there and hey, watch out, get out of the spot. It's no big deal.
We'll get you. They'll get you moved, get your spot. I think I don't know how many spots he's got left. I don't know if he's got them all sold. I don't know. But
hit Gavin up because normally I hear all kinds of
I got my two. That's all I know. My BT's got his two.
That's right. That's what I'm.
Come see me. I'll be at the starting line right there. Two of them. Rhett be running the show this time since he ain't gonna drive. So they can't mud race no more.
Oh yeah, we got a flat. Can't do that.
Them sandbox trucks. Maybe. I mean, that darn dirt diver used to make some appearances out there, man, in the mud.
Yep.
So I mean,
you never know. It might come back out there. What one is the purple truck that went in the back of somebody's truck?
Yeah, that was the purple truck. Yeah. How about the aftershock?
That's when you're rolling.
Yeah, he was rolling. Maybe the aftershock will show up. Maybe. I don't know. See? Come.
It's been getting a little bit of attention.
That's good. Maybe if they don't show up for Patrick's, maybe on May the 3rd at the DOT series race, I hope there's all kind of ones coming out the stables.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good big tire contender to come over there and run with Donnie and them some of them nasty big block trucks.
Some of them that small tires are gonna be a little different in Cobbtown. I got some more entries coming in. Some different trucks gonna be a little different.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Somebody might be giving David the Bullet Hewlett a little run.
He better be ready. I like to see that truck.
Sean Landon, there's some good trucks in that small tire. Yeah. We got Louie in big tire, right? That's a killer.
Yeah.
Get that transmission issue fixed. I've seen that twice out of him. Something with the transmission let go.
You got
Snake bites, no joke, fellas. I'll tell you.
And you got all the Royals, a couple Royals. I think Jimmy them running that small tire class too, man. So
that's right.
It's gonna be some Jimmy. Tommy. Joey got Joey. So that's gonna be some good racing. I like to see Ball Peen come down there this weekend.
Yeah. I want to see him put it in the mud.
I would even step up a class. How about that?
Oh.
What's the record? If Gavin's watching, he ain't on. What's the record for the small tire class? What's the record?
Listen to him. You sound like one of the big shot guys. That's what we get text, don't we, BT? People text, what's the record for that class?
What's the record?
It's like, Bo, show up and try it.
Yeah, man. Come see
how fast you are, right?
Yep. What's the record? Just tell them.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That's some of the records might not never get beat because that track ain't like it used to be. So I don't know.
You never know though, because you keep getting faster. And when you ran that 4.0, you're a lot faster.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That thing's been there 2 years, 3 years, I think. Oh, it's something like that. We'll get it, man. I like to break it.
Was close though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. But thing about it though, you break that record.
$500.
500 smacks, what the man said.
So what the V-Tread record is 3.5?
3.5 something.
And the unlimited record is 2.5. Huh? That's fast. That's fast. 2.5, a full second, because man, I mean, we did 4 1s there last year at Palmetto, me and you.
Yeah.
1 and change, and that was it was muddy. That was flying through the air. It felt like out of control.
Yeah, in the mud.
Second and a half off that. That's riding.
That's digging, son. That is digging.
That's flying.
Who holds that record, man? Who's got that record?
Ronnie, I believe.
Okay. In the empty pockets truck.
Yep, empty pockets. That John Conkle power.
Same truck, different motor runs there all the time.
Right?
Yeah, that's a tough one to beat too. That's gonna be a tough one to get.
2.5. Can't even run 2.5 in 150 foot on the flat track. Probably we can't even 2.5.
I think it needs a 3.9 in the small block class. 3.9 to take the record. That's a job too. That's toting it, Bo.
That's toting it, especially as you know. Patrick doesn't pull that old trick. I'm not going to name names, but track names, but to pull that trick, sometimes they make it real dry for the home fellas. A good advantage of it. They don't. That's right. Patrick makes it worse on the normal races, and then we make it not so bad on series races.
Yeah, that's right.
Notice it was sort of the opposite. So it'll be hard to get that record. Any class.
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting for it. I could use that $500, buy parts. Something. I don't know.
Gas money at least.
Yeah, we'll need it for Cobbtown, ain't it? All right. I guess we'll hit up these sponsors before we get off here. We got a little extra, almost 2 hours tonight, Rhett. No Gavin. I don't know what's wrong with him. He missed out.
Sorry, buddy.
We tried, you tried, but we will hit up our 20. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I said it was a good show. Always good to have Dave and Matt on here. It was good to get old Nate Taylor as a guest, special guest.
Yeah, man.
We're always looking for people, y'all. We're always looking for people to come on with us and chat. It's not the BT Rhett show by any means.
No. We love to get some old schools on here and chat some mud racing and all that, man. That's what's fun. That's get our biggest views. Everybody I talk to love the show with Jason.
Yep.
Everybody.
Hard to get Curtis on here and see if we can talk about some Joe Floyd days and Killer Chevrolet and some of that Ridgeville stuff from them Fast Nitrous days. Yeah, it's a story the other day.
We'll get some in
about I call them the glory years.
Yep. The straight line years, baby. Before they started going full turning and jumping and all that good stuff.
Yeah, them guys like, Mr. Rents and stuff that skip, across the top.
Yeah.
stuff.
Good deal. Good deal. But we're gonna hit up our 2025 sponsors for the year. I'm gonna try it this time so we can get it right. Our title sponsor, Mr. Johnny Martin Jr. Well Drilling for all your well drilling needs. And we got Fan and ABC, Palmetto, Mudway, Redline Carts, George Farms, Automatic Fire Systems of Augusta, Industrial Rubber and Supply of Augusta, Tool Brothers Incorporated, Shaky Jordan Motorsports, Southern Thunder Mudway, Branchville Mud Ball, Thunder Alley. Let me see, Muddy Addiction, 2 Gen Solutions, and everybody else helps out. If I missed you, we love you. We need you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we get you on. Hit us up.
Yep. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and remember to have fun with this mud bog in life.
Yep.
That's what it's all about, man. It's not about how you play; it's who you do it with and the memories you make.
And the fun you have. And if anybody wants a shirt, hit me up and we'll get you one. I guess we'll sell them. I don't know. We'll come up with a price, $25, something like that. For whoever wants them, we'll get them. When they in, we'll let you know. Hopefully we'll have them here in a week, 2 weeks or so. But hey, we'll catch y'all next Wednesday if you don't.
Yeah, we'll see you at Palmetto. Be there.
At Palmetto. Be there at Palmetto. The mud slings at 7:00, I believe. So straight line mud racing. I'm calling out the cheese puff. You better show up. All right. We got y'all next time. We'll see you. There you go.